Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here. Pratiti Pathak here, resilience life coach, speaker, podcast host of the Unpacking Brain Drama every week here on Thursday mornings at 11. And today I am celebrating becoming a best-selling author. I'm so excited to be here today because today is the official launch day. The book is Breaking the Silence, Voices of Survivors, Volume 4. It's officially published today, and I'm incredibly honored to be one of the co-authors in this book. I will say this moment is really special for me because writing my chapter was one of the most emotional and healing things I've ever done. Breaking the Silence is about voices of survivors, stories of triumph, resilience, and transformation. As a resilience coach, I can't tell you how honored I am to be a part of this book. It is not just an accomplishment for me. It is, for me, my chapter is on uh, grief, motherhood, identity, and resilience. So for me, it's not just accomplishment, it's an act of courage. Okay, so I wanted to jump on live today. I knew it took a little while because my book just showed up in the mail. Okay, that's why I'm on here so late. There I am, right there with 20 other beautiful authors of this amazing book, and we each just wrote a chapter. So I wanted to just share a little bit about why I wrote my chapter and why the experience what the experience was like and why this book means so much to me. And of course, also to celebrate it with all of you, okay? For most of my life, there were parts of my story that I kept quiet, not because I wanted to hide them, but because sometimes we don't even yet know the language or have the language, the safety or the understanding to be able to talk about the experiences that shaped us. Okay, this book is called Breaking the Silence for a reason. Every single author in this book shares a piece of their story, stories of resilience, healing, transformation, and growth. My chapter shares part of my journey through grief, motherhood, culture, identity, and the resilience that comes from learning how to move forward after life changes you forever, right? I'll be honest. Writing my chapter was very heavy. It was not easy. There were moments where I would sit down at my computer and start writing, and the emotions would just come, right? There were moments where I was just typing and crying. There were moments where I had to step away because I was reliving memories that I hadn't visited in a very long time. But there were also moments where I realized something really powerful. When we give ourselves permission to tell our story, it can be incredibly healing and loving to ourselves. One of the things I believe deeply, both in my life and in my work as a resilience coach, is that our experiences don't define us, but they can transform us. The things we go through in life can either stay as pain within the cells of our body, or they can become wisdom. It took a long time for them to become wisdom for me. I must have been a slow learner. I'm just kidding. But sometimes the very thing that we thought might break us, and maybe it did in the moment or at that time, or maybe for a period of time, becomes the exact thing that helps someone else feel seen, right? And I think that's something that we all just inherently want is to feel seen, to feel heard. That's why I'm so proud of being a part of this book because every chapter is someone choosing courage over silence just gives me so much gratitude, right? I want to take a moment to thank the incredible Michelle Jewsbury for bringing this anthology together. This is the fourth volume she's done with dozens of authors that she has brought together and helped them shape and share their story. The amazing authors who shared their stories with such vulnerability and strength in this book and in the three volumes prior to mine, right? And all of you who have supported me on this journey in my coaching, my podcast, my speaking, and now in this book. And with this book, I just, I'm just so in awe and so inspired by you all that inspire me to stand up and speak up, right? So if you feel called to read these stories of resilience and transformation, the book is available today on Amazon. I know it's getting later, but it's 7:17 right now as I'm saying this to you all, and that was the time that my son Devin was born. So that's got to be a sign right there. Today is actually a super important day for the authors and myself because launch day purchased, the day that they're all purchased on launch day helped determine the bestseller ranks. And if you decide to grab a copy today, just know that you're helping these powerful voices reach even more people who may need to hear them. So I will leave you guys with this thought. The goal of sharing our story is never to stay in the pain, right? The goal is to show what is possible on the other side of it. And even if one person reads this book and feels less alone, then every word was worth writing and every tear was worth dropping. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for celebrating this moment with me. And remember, your story may be the very thing someone needs right this moment, right? To help them just keep going. Because sometimes it's hard. Uh, I'm always talking about a growth journey. Growth journeys are hard, and they're only hard because so many of the times we're on that journey alone, right? So, trailblazers, keep living your life by design, not by default. You have to grow through what you go through. I love